I coached a professional NASCAR racing driver in road racing, and he coached me in oval racing. We also had a challenge. Do an official race right away after just a few minutes of coaching and practice in a car combo we did not know at all. We also discussed important topics regarding oval and road racing, and also the transition from sim racing to real life.
All right, guys, we're about to meet Swillio. I think he's going to call us on Discord here.
Let's call.
Here he is. He's calling.
Yo.
What's up?
How are you, man?
Good. How are you doing?
Anthony Alfredo is a professional stock car racing driver currently competing full-time in the NASCAR Xfinity series. He started his real-life racing career while sim racing on his computer and is heavily in esports, particularly through iracing and the e-NASCAR side of the sim racing community. All the chapters are listed in the description, and there's heavy editing to make sure the video is perfect for you guys. So make sure you slap the like button to support the channel.
What do you usually drive when you do get on track?
I started my transition to real life last year, actually. I was champion in the Porsche Esports Sprint Challenge Canada 2021, and then real life team, hey, like, let's race in real life. And then I went there, I tested. It was really bad on the first day. On the next day, it was already better, like much better, like 2 seconds off. And then at the end of the year, I got a podium in like one of the biggest series in Canada. So like the sim racing thing works.
So I started racing. I ran like rental go-karts when I was younger, but I never actually raced till I was 15. So kind of a late start compared to most. But iRacing, I kind of started on as well. I built my first PC when I was 12, and I was, I think, 14 or 15 when I first got in iRacing, which is right about the time I started actually driving a legend car. So it was just a good way to get familiar with tracks and develop some racecraft and stuff like that. So it's cool to hear that you had the opportunity to go from sim to reality, as I like to call it as well. A question I have for you, what do you think was the most challenging part that first day? You mentioned it was a challenging transition when you did have the opportunity to go test. So what were some of the things that you thought were really tough, and what were some things maybe you learned in the sim that actually correlated really well?
I think my answer is going to be probably not expected. It's just posture. The cars are different, right? Like if every time you go to a different car, you have a different posture, and everything feels different. The height and even like the field of view where you're looking at, and the sensation of speed and everything. I think the input wise, car balance wise, it was all there. It was actually crazy to go to a real car for the first time and already know how it's going to behave. I already know how to induce more rotation, induce less rotation. But the posture, like I was feeling uncomfortable. Like the car was perfect. It's just that I never had experienced that posture specifically. And the brakes are super light in comparison to my sim racing. Like I used like 85 kilos here. It felt like 30 in the real car because it was like a stock brake. It was a production car, like transformed into a race car. I think posture was so crazy, and like I have like a pretty short torso, so because of the seat bucket, I was, every time I would turn left or right, I would like actually hit my elbow on the seat. So like those little things, they were like bothering me a lot in the first 3 hours. And then after I got used to it, then it started like feeling so natural. It was crazy. Did you do like sim racing before you went to real racing?
It was actually about the same exact time. The first time I tested a legend car, I had actually heard about iRacing, and that day I downloaded it because I had a Logitech wheel and pedal set from like other racing games, but I had never iRaced. But the funny thing is I never actually raced officials for a really long time because I was just really scared to for some reason at that age. So
wait, so you were racing in real life but afraid of racing the sim race?
So I just tested all the time. Like I ran a lot of practice sessions at different tracks and in different cars, and just tried to work on developing like feel and stuff like that. But it wasn't till much later I started actually running officials and developing that racecraft side of it. So I actually regret that, because iRacing, it's just 3 laps, right? So especially at our level of competition, we can't test, we can't practice. So the simulation's the next best thing to prepare for races by yourself, but to actually be able to race other people and learn how, even if there's some nuances where the sim's a little bit different or feels a little different, or you know, people can nitpick that, but I think the general racecraft it takes in all disciplines correlates really well. You know, the way you set up a pass, where you set up a pass, all those things are pretty much the same. So I regret I didn't start that sooner, because I was almost having to learn that in real life before I actually started competing in officials on iRacing, whereas I think that could have helped that transition a lot more for me. So that's what I always preach to people now, is it's just the most accessible way to get into racing, or get your feet wet at least with what it's like. And then between iRacing and going to like the rental go-kart track is the two easiest ways to get some experience, whether it's sim or reality.
Yeah, it's actually funny because I remember like my very first proper overtake in real life. Like the way I did, it took me 3 corners. Like the first corner, I was kind of like scaring a little bit and trying to make the driver defend a little bit, and then I had a better exit, and then got a little bit closer, like did the same thing, got an even better exit, and then on the third corner, I actually did the pass. I would never know how to do that without racing 1,000 races in iRacing. So
yeah,
these little things, like in the race with full adrenaline, in real life, your body's there, you're in danger of like crashing and stuff, but you're still surgical. You're still doing everything like precisely as I would do in iRacing. It's insane. I think the racecraft part, the top 5 drivers in the series I was doing, it was pretty intense. They were like 3-4 time champions, and it was, you could see that their racecraft was just as precise as the top split in iRacing. Like it's like you're using every inch and you're giving just that amount of space in corner when side by side and all these things. It's pretty much the same. It's insane.
Yeah. It's really cool to hear that from someone else who's experienced that, because some people, I think, almost don't believe us when we say it's that realistic, right? But when you experience it for yourself, it's this really unique moment where you can sit there and go, wow, I did that same exact thing. And sometimes it's muscle memory or just that prior experience. Like you don't even think, oh, I did this on the sim, let me try in real life. Like it just happens. And
exactly. That's the most insane thing, is that you don't think about it. Yeah, your reflexes of how to correct a crash. Like sim racing has saved my life already once, because I was going into a left-hander like super fast, 165 per hour flat, and then one of the drivers pushed me off to the grass right before turning. And now you have the tires that you're going to load into the corner are on the grass. You know that if you turn in very quickly, you're gonna spin right away. And like when that happened, like the driver pushed me off and I was on the grass on the turning point. And my reflex, I did not think at all. This is in real life. My reflex was wait, go back on track a little bit without like loading the rear too much because it's on the grass. When it loads on the tarmac, turn. And I did that natural. Like I did not think about that. That came from sim racing. If I didn't have the experience from sim racing, I would have probably crashed there.
At that point, you might miss the corner or something, but that doesn't matter as long as you keep the car together and you stay on the track. That's the goal. Yeah, exactly. So that's a whole lot better than spinning or crashing or hitting a wall or anything. So that's cool to hear that experience as well, because I think there's so many moments like that translate well. And even in I don't know if you do any oval racing or much oval racing, but now that they have so they have the dirty air model now, and it's funny because before they had it, the racing was like crazy because you could run 4 wide at Michigan and there was no aero effects. There was only draft, but there was no dirty air where, when you're in the wake of another car, the front end unloads, you lose a lot of turn and your balance kind of shifts significantly. So the racing was arguably like better because in real life, obviously you have those effects and we can't get rid of them, not at those speeds. But so everyone in the community was like, man, we want dirty air. We want it to be as realistic as possible. And then they got it and they were all like, this is horrible, the race is terrible now. And I'm like, well, now you know what we deal with in real life. And the funny thing to me is it's actually, in my opinion, it's actually even worse in real life. However, what I'm getting at is just the little bit you do have on iRacing, it prepares you for that in real life because you can't see the air, right? So if a guy in front of you, one of the there's an overtake we call the slide job, which is where you maybe get a run on a guy and you're side by side going into a corner and you purposely overdrive the corner, drive in too deep to make the corner. But the reason the pass actually works is because when you slide up in front of them, when you dump that wake of air on the nose of their car, the balance of their car shifts tremendously. Usually it gets really tight because the front unloads and they can't turn, so they have to get out of the gas. So even though you completely blew the corner, you still gain the position because you utilize you put them in your wakes. And
you brought some dirty air to them.
Yes, you basically just mirror drive them too. So that's all realistic on iRacing. Like you could usually make stuff like that work. So it's funny that, I could actually practice moves like that and manipulate the air on the sim like I would in real life to prepare side drafting and just timing stuff like that even is really neat to be able to practice.
That's insane, man.
All right, so we'll do, I think maybe we start with some lead follow. So like, I'll just show you the line first. The line here, really, you just get your left front on the yellow line and wrap it tightly. And then you stay right where it says Geico right there. You can start running up. I'll let these two guys go. And then into turn 1, it's the same thing. Like you kind of get to the yellow line right after the orange box on the exit of pit road. And you got to come off the corner very straight, because if you have wheel in it on exit, the car will get very loose. But you could diamond it a little too, like that, just to get a straighter run off the corner.
Got it.
But it's super easy to slip the rear tires, you'll see.
Oh yeah, it is.
The biggest thing is getting to the yellow line and wrapping it tight. That's where the most grip is.
Okay, let me try to follow you now.
You can try to drive in straight, and then once you get to the yellow line, you could, turn the wheel. But yeah, once you're straight, you can almost get wide open throttle. But like when you get to the center of the corner, like right about here, you can start slowly tipping in, but wait to get flat until you're pointed. Because otherwise, you see how you chased it a little wide?
Yeah, exactly. Right now, for me, the challenge already is like, remember which one is 1, which one is 2.
Yeah.
Because they're so similar for me.
You run road courses that have so many turns, and then
but they're too different. Like when they're different, it's easier to remember. Like these are still similar-ish.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, just wait a little longer to pick up the gas.
On 2, or was that 1?
That was 2.
That was 2. So this is 1.
So like, we call this is 3 and 4.
Oh really?
So like we break our corners up into 2. So right here, this is turn 1. Like we're entering turn 1, and now you're in the middle of 1 and 2, and now you're exiting turn 2. So there's 4 corners on every oval. It looks like there's 2, but we break them in half, so there's really 4 total.
Interesting. Okay, sticking to the yellow.
Yeah, you look really good right there when you got to the yellow line.
Let's try.
No. Yeah, you're good. You're good. Nice straight exit. Oh yeah,
Woo!
You got it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, what the? Dude, you beat me.
Yeah. That was a lap, man.
There you go. I should have ran another one. Dang. I didn't think you'd get into the 70s. Wow.
Like kind of like a neutral steer, just like whoop.
That's how. So literally, that's how we run every lap in real life. Like you're almost floating. I don't know how to explain. You're just barely sliding around the track. All
exactly.
the time.
Yeah. So like I've been doing lots of coaching and trying to find a better word, and I think that's called neutral steer. It's like neutral steer is pretty much that tiny bit over shear where the fronts are also still working. Yes. If you're only over shearing,
it's a controllable slide.
It's a controllable full body slide. Yeah, exactly.
Yes,
I just went as fast as I could, and that was the natural line that emerged.
That's good. Yeah, that's good. That's how it should be. Like as a race car driver, when you go as fast as you can, you're gonna use the track however you think is best. And what you did right there is perfect.
Nice.
So
Beginner's luck there.
No, I don't. That was talent. That was raw talent. So for the start, you're probably gonna want to be in second, and then it's on you, so you'll be able to control it.
Oh yeah,
and,
okay.
I would feel the grip. So you see, if you stand on it, you'll spin the tires a little bit. So you want to roll into it just a little bit, just to make sure you don't spin them.
Interesting. Let's see if I can survive this race.
How long is it? 20 minutes?
25.
Okay. Whoa!
Really?
I just got annihilated.
Oh no! I don't think it's possible to restart it though.
I have an idea. I'm gonna pit, fix my car, and I'm gonna see if I can get back to you. Where are you restarting?
P13.
Okay. Don't pass before the start-finish line too, because you'll get a penalty.
Okay.
Beating and banging back here.
Yeah, me too. I was gonna say, I'm kind of like throwing the guys around and like pushing them off.
It's the other thing with the full-bodied stock car, you can touch a little bit. You know, you don't really have to worry about wheel on wheel as much, so you can kind of tap the guy in front of you, scoot him up the track a little bit, or something like that.
Full focus here.
Oh,
so far so good.
Slow down so much. There's so much less grip on the top. I got some nose damage.
I might have some issue.
I'm very tight in the center. I already burned my tires up just because I'm driving so hard to try to catch you guys.
Yeah, I'm P3. I barely steer. Start breaking the car turns. Oh, you're here already. You gotta catch up to P1. Tell him to block you.
Hopefully we can catch him before it's over.
Oh no, there's still like 17 minutes.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot, I gotta start saving my tires. It's probably too late. You can never get back what you've already used. I always compare tire wear to a haircut.
Interesting.
You can always do more from the beginning, but if you take a big chunk out to start, you can never get it back.
Interesting.
And if you destroy your tires in the beginning of a run, on the long run or later in the run, you're gonna be struggling really badly.
I gotta pass this guy before you catch. I scared him.
Understeer in the middle.
Yeah, I know we were talking about the understeer.
Yep, me too. I don't think I could survive like 15 or 20 minutes, whatever it is.
That's the challenge.
If you get to the yellow line, it really helps it turn.
Yeah, I think I'm always missing it.
Well, I was too. And if you miss it, it just wears your tires more and more because you're forced to turn the wheel more. Like I just missed it with you there. Your line is very good though. Like you're very low and straight on exit.
Yeah, fight with the left guy. Oh no, I'm watching the guys ahead too much.
I just followed you too because I did the same thing. I wasn't paying attention. So like right now, you're pushing pretty hard to hold me off, and I'm not really pushing anymore. I'm just kind of like being patient because I think in 5 more laps, your tires are gonna be hurt more than mine are.
Got it.
Because of that. So like that's a tactic. Like when you're running officials, like just patience is very big.
Interesting.
And it's like road racing too. Like you could force people, like you were talking about earlier, you could force someone into a mistake by just keeping the pressure on them, you know. Oh, you missed the bottom.
Yeah, I always think I think it feels like I'm over slowing. And then I'm not.
Yeah, I'm a little faster than you in the middle. Like I'm like right there. I
saw
right
it.
to you. But that's because I hit the yellow line. There's so much more grip on it.
Not making it easy to you.
Where's the leader?
He's way ahead.
He's like gone. Uh-oh. Oh no!
Oof.
Oh, I got on the apron.
Yeah, I'm destroying my tires now. I'm getting back on power way too early here and understeering everywhere. Survived. Oh! He hit me big time.
3 wide.
You said clear.
Your race really good though. Like the way you're setting up passes and setting them up for the exit of the corner and everything, really good. The biggest thing is like our cars don't have enough grip. Like a sports car, if you get a run on someone, like sometimes you can like jerk it to the inside. But here, if you make really abrupt movements, you could literally shake the car. Like,
yeah, I felt that.
Grip. Yeah, like I saw you like pull it hard left to get below a guy, and it actually got loose.
Exactly. It's like the car's too soft.
Yes.
I'm feeling the car is quite stable in terms of wear.
Yeah, you look pretty good.
Is this a stupid decision? Is it a stupid decision?
No, that's good. 3 wide's good. We went 4 wide into turn 3 this weekend. It was scary. Oh, it's busy up here. Uh-oh. Oh man, you're going through the middle. It's gutsy. I'm gonna follow you. Oh, I'm gonna cross him over here.
They completely destroyed my fronts.
Did we pass the leader? Oh no.
No, he's right there.
Oh, he's the 12? Or is he the orange car?
He's a green.
How much time do we have left?
7.
Oh, we can get there. I'm just following you, man. Just keep making the holes.
Did it work? I saved the tires. Then I passed him the last lap.
You're doing the work and I'm saving the tires. Yeah. See, like this guy, if this was real life, he should just get out of the way because he's already a lap down. So he should just.
Got it.
But he does not know that because he's. Oh, you got it. Nice. Nice recovery.
Yeah, I was trying to send him away a little bit, but downshifted. What am I doing?
Okay, I'm going for it. I gotta try to catch this guy.
Not gonna make it easy.
No, you rolled the top pretty well. Oh.
Hello.
See, that's why this track's tricky too, is because you can like shortcut the straightaway and get to the guys inside. Just like that, by making it shorter distance.
I completely cooked my rears on the exit though. I'm too greedy on power. Yeah, now I can feel.
I'm because of the front tire wear, we have to slow the center down so much that I can actually I'm such a low RPM, I can actually almost get wide open throttle right away, but then I have to back off of it because as the RPMs increase and like you get more torque out of the motor, you can start spinning the rears. So like I'm actually wide open, then easing out of it a little, like cracking the throttle a little bit to make sure that I prevent the rears from spinning. Which in real life, I wouldn't really do that. Like there's so little grip, you can't even barely tip into the throttle.
As you talk, I'm like almost dying 7 times. I was like, I lost the car like 45-degree slide.
Oh, there's a guy upside down.
Legit. Wow, man, the tires are completely gone.
Yeah. Well, it's a pretty long run, 50 laps, just to make sure you don't get tired up too much. No! Like big?
Yeah, big.
Oh, no!
But it was a good run, man.
That was a great run. This will be fun, though. You're going to love this.
Is it all flat?
Yes. Just literally hold the bottom, like the yellow line the whole time. Just like when you run the LMP2 car, like at Daytona, you know how you get a huge run on the guy in front of you? Like it'll be like that the entire time. So you're gonna have to like manage the gap because like obviously in a pack there's nowhere to go. Like you can't just like pass them. Just like you're sitting on the grid right now, you're gonna be racing like that. So you're gonna be like boxed in. So it's like you said earlier, you had it exactly right. It's a game of chess. So you're gonna have to be very patient. I'll try to help spot you and like tell you to go high or low and like so we can try to get you to the front.
I'm just imagining like you guys do this in real life. How many crashes have you had like in real life?
Too many. You blow tires, sometimes other people wreck you, sometimes you make a mistake and crash because you're just going so fast. The other thing people don't realize in NASCAR racing, especially at the big tracks, we're going so fast that literally someone can wreck you by just getting too close to you, like not touching you. Like if someone gets within a foot of you, they can crash you without actually touching you, just from aerodynamics. You're in that neutral slide we were talking about.
Yeah.
Well, you're in that neutral slide and you're on the edge of out of control every lap. Well, when another vehicle's around you at high speeds, it can create a shift in the aerodynamics of the car and you can actually spin out or crash. So that's why we crash a lot, because like it's not even for people running into each other or hitting each other. It's literally just from aerodynamics. I'd be ready to go here and just manage that gap out front. So like you're side by side right now, so we just have to keep pushing these guys in front. You
like
can go
literally?
through the middle. See that guy? The guy in the middle is dropping back. Or not yet, he actually got back down. But like we call that the sucker hole. Like sometimes someone will get trapped in the middle. So you just stay in line. We'll just get used to the draft here. Check up a little bit, they're stacking. Nice, okay, keep going. We're good, we're good, we're good. That was exactly what I was talking about. So they stacked in front and like you're going too fast to react.
There's no yellow here, right?
No, you're good. You got help from behind. Okay, he's coming inside here. As soon as he clears you, we'll try to just
I'm getting some drafts too. Oh!
Yeah. Oh, be ready to go low. Low, 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 low. Oh, nice.
Oh God.
My gosh, this is amazing.
I gotta run here.
Yeah, you got a huge run. All right. All right, you're clear top. Yep. Okay, whatever you want here. You can go middle. You go. The middle's there's not much of a gap. You're gonna have to be patient here. The guy outside, he's trying to force it. Guys coming middle. You're 3 wide. You're on the bottom. Okay, you're back to 2 wide. You're on the bottom.
This is so bouncy, dude. This is insane. Oh, they're gonna crash.
Oh, it's getting dicey. Oh, go high, go high. No, middle.
Let's go. What should we do now?
You're gonna. So if you get out front. Yep. So now you have help. So you're gonna get out front, but the problem is when you're leading, you're the guy punching the hole in the air. So they're gonna get a huge run on you. It's gonna be really hard to defend. All right, so we're all in a line here. Just keep being patient. There's one truck coming up front. It's literally a 4-horse race. So
oh my God.
We have a really good shot at winning this thing. Yep, just stay in the middle of the track, go around them. Yep, okay, back to the bottom. Yep, perfect. It's 2v2. Okay, so fill that gap and push this guy in front of you because we'll hang this guy out. The guy in the middle is going to get hung, and he's going to have to drop back. Oh, okay,
I tried pushing him, but
yeah,
he moved left.
No, low. You're good, you're good.
Yeah, I got sandwiched there.
And we're going to have a huge run on this guy in front.
Last lap.
It's a white flag. This is a big track. It's gonna literally the last pass could be off a turn 4, so just stay. Do not lift. You gotta stay flat.
Okay.
So get the run on him. He'll probably try to block it.
Maybe lift a little bit.
He has no choice. No, just pull out and try to go around him, or juke him. Fake high, go low, whatever. Here you go. You got it. Yep. Easy. The guy behind you is following you, so be ready. I'm going to try to help you block him. Protect the bottom. Protect the bottom.
Yeah. I'm just trying to not give him draft.
It doesn't matter. It's just like you'll have to just manage the gap because they'll come up that gap super fast.
Oh, God. Ah.
Okay, be ready to block middle. Block middle, block middle, block middle. Yeah!
You got it!
Let's go! His first oval race and he won. Easy. Easy work.
Woo!
That was amazing. Really good job mirror driving. Like, I don't know if you noticed, but I'm sure you were looking in your mirror more than you were looking out the windshield that lap. Am I wrong?
I was driving only looking at the mirror.
Exactly. So that's another thing on iRacing. Like I tell people in real life, when you're leading a race at a super speedway, you're literally in the mirror the whole time.
Dude, I went from 13th to 1st.
Yes. That was awesome, dude. Lap 4. That was amazing. Oh my gosh, it was so close. I don't know how you missed that. That was amazing. All right. I had to start recording because now it's your turn. Teach me how to road race.
Oh my God. Yeah, this is going to be a challenge for you to do the race in 30 minutes. Do you think you can do it?
Oh, yeah, I can do it.
This one is going to be a 4th gear.
4th gear? Oh, I did not slow down enough.
Yeah, it's just a lot of trade braking. You're going to turn this car only through trade braking. There's absolutely no coasting in this car. It's going to be a 3rd gear. You missed the first curb and you got a little bit of the second. It's going to be always bouncy and it will want to make you spin. So you have to go straight and relax your hands as soon as you go over the second apex.
I was not prepared for that, yeah. I had wheeling it over it. I need to get the wheel out of it because I already discovered what you're saying.
This one here, you can't brake too hard, too fast because we're starting to brake while coming from the corner. Then you're going to cut half of the car on the green, half of the car on the green. Then this one eventually will be flat. Nice compression here, letting the car go all the way to the outside. Be careful with the grass. Then we have a little left here. And then here, hard braking to second gear. Very, very tight. Then we have the chicane, and that's it. That's a lap.
Oh, okay.
First corner is tricky. You see, here, there is a change of color in the wall.
Yep.
We're going to brake way before that, but that's still the reference. That's still the good reference. Because if you try to look at the 100 on the left, it's too far away. This is a super closing radius, kind of late apex. Then you let the car go wide, and then here it's still flat. You don't have to lift for this one. All flat. Use the access road as a reference here. Stay on 4th. Then we're going to that first chicane. The absurd one. completely missed the white curb on the first apex. If you hit that white, you're dead. So you can use the red here, but not the white. Did you see it?
Yep. I hit a little bit of it on the first part.
It breaks your car. Yeah, your car is broken.
I'm broken?
Yeah, your left bumper, left part of the bumper is bent. And it kills probably like 2/10 per lap if you break the car there. Brake hard in the change of color to third gear. Avoid the first white sausage curb. And kind of straight on the second apex where the car bounces.
My minimum speed is so much lower than yours through there.
Second gear. Half. You have to change direction early enough so you can also get the second half of the car on the green on the second apex. Yeah, we're gonna brake before the 100 here. It's not under 100. That's too late. Same thing here. Half of the car on the green, half of the car on the green. So in all these chicanes, try to slow down the car and cut a lot more the first apex to get a better exit. If you overshoot your exit, it's going to be really slow. See, I'm always focusing on a better exit more than you. Feels like you turn in a little bit too early and your exit is too late.
No, I hit the first one by accident.
I think you're hitting the first one because you're overslowing.
Turning in too early? Oh, yeah, okay.
Try to carry a little bit more speed. It's like third gear. Ooh.
I got it. Dang
Nice.
it, slow down.
So what happened there? What happened there is
I overshot it. I braked too late.
not necessary. Yeah, yes, that is it.
Just too much initial brake too.
But when you start braking, you have to relax your hands. So as soon as you start braking, relax your hands. Let the force feedback correct the balance of the car for you.
Yep.
This car is all about using the brakes to turn it.
Yeah.
You don't turn the car with the steering. You turn them with the turbo braking basically. The steering, you just point where you want to go a little bit. You remain the optimal slip angle, and then you use the brakes to turn the car. Yeah, you're still overslowing a little bit here. You see, you're actually braking early, but when you turn in, you're not rotating the car enough. Use the brakes. Really make it rotate.
It corners so much faster than what I'm used to, but at the same time, it doesn't turn as well as I expected. But I think that's because I'm turning the wheel and not using the pedals to drive it.
Yeah, it's all about like that weight on the left foot is what turns the car, always. Also the engine braking, so you have to downshift very early. Trust it. The car is gonna rotate. For now, as a test, try to rotate the car as much as you can.
Oh, I'm starting to feel it.
Nice. You're feeling the rotation, right?
That time I forced myself to not turn the wheel anymore and just apply more brake. That's pretty crazy.
Nice. Okay, you got it. It's a weird sensation that your left foot is turning the car. So the next race is in 5 minutes. You can try your luck and
I'm
go
going
this way.
to try it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going for it. Because then
go.
you can, even if I don't run very competitively, you could just spot and coach me.
It's going to be chaos. Dude, you're brave to do this race with 30 minutes practice in a car you don't know.
Trial by fire, am I right?
We did not practice the start, so just stay on first. When you see the red light, you go to first, but you don't accelerate, and you only accelerate when it goes green. No clutch, nothing. It's going to be a little bit slow, but it's going to be safe.
All right, here we go.
Good job.
Oh, I just smoked him without using the clutch. Can you pass before start finish?
Yeah.
Oh, I waited because in NASCAR you can't.
Yeah. Survive for now. Good job. All right. Careful on the chicane. Too wide is impossible there. Careful with that curb.
Yeah, because it'll damage the car, right? Oh. Guy about pushed me.
Oh, good.
This guy's so slow. I'm way better than him.
Go.
Ooh.
Oh, good. If you can, when you can, move the brake bias up 2 clicks.
No. Oh, dang it.
Oh, good. Recover.
I was reaching for it.
You see, you're using third gear low RPM. Next lap, try third gear medium RPM. A little bit more speed.
Okay.
We're gonna catch them. Try to brake a little bit more. Third gear, medium RPM, a little bit faster. That's much quicker. Much quicker.
Yeah, I just picked up like 2 seconds in a one corner. Oh, I'm catching them quick.
Yep. Good job. Don't coast. As long as you're not on power, use the brakes to turn. Connect the brakes with the throttle.
No free rolling whatsoever?
Yep.
Oh my gosh. It's
Zero.
so weird.
Whoa!
Oh yeah, there we go. Let's go.
Keep fair braking. The fraction of a second you drop your brakes to 0, it's going to rotate less. Think like that.
Oh! Oh my gosh, why was he back?
Good save.
I almost drove straight into that wall trying to avoid him.
Welcome to Porsche Cup. Top 10. Not enough brakes. You're braking like 5% mid-corner. Brake 10. Think about 15 maybe. Good job. Nice try braking. The best one so far.
I'm still trying to figure out, like, it's just weird. It's just so backwards from what I'm used to. Like, when I use less, it turns less. So I'm starting to, at least I'm feeling it and comprehending it. I just need to do it.
Yeah, it looks like you're still turning too much, your steering.
Yeah, I could feel it.
Okay, so more braking, less steering on the next one. Look at that.
Felt it.
Look
There
at
we go.
that.
Oh my gosh, it's so amazing, but it's so hard for me to do that.
Show up a little in his mirrors before braking. Okay, you're faster than him in the first sector. Third gear. You can carry a tiny bit more speed on this one still. Next one.
Oh yeah, that was much better, I think.
Yep.
Oh no, why'd my wipers just go on? Why does
I
that
think
do
it's
that?
an Easter egg from iracing showing that the rain is coming.
Oh, I just panicked. I thought I accidentally hit it. I was like, what the heck? I was gonna say, I'm like, wait, there's a... Oh no, I wasn't paying attention. Oh yes, he got slow.
Yeah! Pretty fast.
I completely forgot where I was, and I went to second, and I thought I blew it, and he actually missed it. That was funny.
He heard us talking.
Yep. Thank you to the racing gods.
See? There's more. You can brake later.
So much more that I drove on the grass.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh no. I'm running out of X's.
No, don't worry.
I'm backing it up. Parking it. Oh, we made it.
Yeah! You did it! There you go.
I'll take it.
From what?
P14.
P14 to P7, dude. Good job. That was very good, man. I mean, you didn't even know the track. And you probably gained that rating.
Or the car. I've never raced this car.
Yeah. This was good,
My
man.
best lap was at 3180.
Really good stuff with the racecraft too, like on the beginning. Just getting away from all that carnage.
If I were to do a lot more racing, I definitely have to practice and work on like just the braking. I think I got my entries a little bit better.
For sure.
But what I started doing wrong at the end, my entry speed was right or close, but my minimum speed was too fast a lot because I wasn't trail braking hard enough or long enough.
Exactly.
So that's the biggest thing I have to work. So like by the end of the race, I feel like I knew all my lift points and initial brake pressure. I just have to work on the trail braking still. So I didn't know you could pass. See, in NASCAR...
No, yeah, you should have passed at least
I would've passed
2
3
cars
cars.
here. Yeah, 3.
Actually, in fact, I lost 2 spots.
No, you lost 4.
Oh yeah, I lost 4.
Because you would have passed 2. You lost 2, and then 2 guys
I
passed
panicked
2.
because I didn't think I could pull out. I thought I'd get a black flag. Well, there
And then
we go. I
that
got
was
3 back.
very nice.
That was a pretty good recovery though for
No, that was great,
literally
man.
going off track. Yeah, the driving
Oh
technique.
my god.
Oh my gosh, he got shipped. The technique required to go fast is like just so different than what I'm used to. There it is.
Yeah, I looked up the front.
Watch the inputs. I already know what I did. I got off the brake, I think. Yep.
It's actually no. I think it was actually too much. You see,
Yeah,
you're
it was too
turning
much.
like
I
30
locked up
degrees
while on the
and
wheel.
50% brakes. That is the combination to lock the front.
Because look, I remember I downshifted too late. Watch. I should have already been in 3rd here.
It's not. I don't think the downshift was the main cause. It was just that you locked the fronts. Like you turned in too early, too fast,
Yeah.
and you were still braking. So you combined braking. Look at this point. Yeah, you lock up at the exact moment your brakes go go up again. Now, when they go up to 75 and at the same time you increase steering and brakes, you immediately lock the fronts. And then as soon as you lock the fronts, they overheat and they're gone. There's no fronts anymore for that corner.
I was racing this guy for a while. He ended up, what did he do? Oh my gosh. Hang on a second. I gotta look at this.
Oh my god.
Look at that.
That's insane.
Oh my gosh. That's funny.
And you cannot even say that's not realistic because we've seen it happen in real life as well. Here's what Anthony changed to improve his lap times in the road domain. His way of thinking how braking affects rotation. For him, releasing the brakes allowed the car to rotate, whereas in the Porsche Cup, releasing the brakes would make the car rotate less. I know this might be confusing, but the secret is in the brake pressure itself as you release. If it's too little, it's going to understeer. If it's perfect, it will rotate more, and if it's too much, it will understeer again. There's a sweet spot when releasing the brakes that will make the car rotate nicely without locking the front tires. After finding that sweet spot, he started getting more and more rotation with less steering, which means he was just getting a lot more grip while abusing less the tires. As soon as he solved that rotation problem, the rest was easy and he quickly adapted to it. This shows how important it is to be aware of your technique, which by the way you can by watching this video about driving styles.